Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching for today's presentation session. My name is Nopita Sari, and today I'll bring one of 17 topics of Sustainable Development Goals or SDG, that is decent work and economic growth, with theme equalization of decent work to boost economic growth. Before we going further, in today's presentation session, I'll cover 5 topics that are first introduction, second decent work, third economic growth for conclusion, and the last one is references. Now let's start with the first topic, that is introduction. The idea of decent work is come from one of 17 elements of Sustainable Development Goals or SDG, where SDG itself is a global action plan agreed upon by world leaders, including Indonesia, to end poverty, reduce inequality, and protect environment. The SDG contains of 17 goals that are expected to be achieved in 2030 within the demographic bonus that Indonesia will face. The purpose of decent work and economic growth is to promote sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. There are several factors that could be used to achieve decent work, such as development skills in the form of soft skill or basic skills, where the equal distribution for all communities can be one of the elements that will grow up our economy. That's all I have to say about the introduction. Now we move to the second topic, that is decent work. Decent work, in a simple way, is work that we do based on our own choice and will, that the income can meet our cost of living in a decent way. The Central Statistic Agency or Badan Pusat Statistik recorded that Indonesia's economy in the third quarter of 2020 was minus 3.49% year on year. With this data, Indonesia's experienced contraction for 2 consecutive quarters, which previously reached minus 5.32%. Where the unequal decent work can cause the unemployment rate up to 7.07%, which is the highest unemployment rate since 2012. Can be a proof that decent work has an important role in economic growth. The researcher found there are several factors that can be used to improve the equality of decent work, such as first, the development of skills for our work. It could be in the form of soft skills such as leadership, or in the form of basic skills such as operating computers, which is the first point has become government project, namely the existence of pre-unemployment card, or Indonesia we call as kartu prakerja, where the government provides financial assistance so that people can attend skill training as they want. Second, participation of decent work that doesn't look at gender. This point is actually related to the one of the other points of SDG, that is gender equality, where this issue can narrow employment opportunities. Third one is changing our mindset. Many people still think that decent work is same as becoming a civil servant, or you have to graduate from college and getting good grade, which is might be true. But the important one is our skills and our ability. Because every job is a decent job if it can meet our needs. It's equal with decent work for a decent life. That's all I have to say about decent work. Now we move to the third point, that is economic growth. Decent work is actually becoming one of the pioneers of economic growth in Indonesia. The researchers found there are several factors which can shape the current economic growth. First, as I said before, the development skills that could be realized by skill training and etc. The second is moving small medium enterprises or SMEs, or in Indonesia we call as UMKM. Moving the UMKM can be in the form of providing capital funding, business or assistance, and also training. It could be in the form of branding, marketing strategy, and etc., which is currently being held with so many webinars and workshops that talk about business. Third, the interesting one is taxes for entertainment makers. Since we know we have taxes for workers, so why don't we have taxes for entertainment makers? It could be from celebgrams, from YouTubers, or from Instagram or TikTok, or even YouTubers. With some rules and regulations, who and what percentage that should be paid, considering that the average person will spend around 8 hours per day or even more. It could be it could be so becoming advantage for our nation. So it will be expected to rise the number from minus 3.49% to increase in 2021. That's all I have to say about economic growth. Now we move to the fourth topic, that is in conclusion. In conclusion, decent work can be achieved by developing skills, observing employment opportunities, and also mindset about decent work itself, which is decent work, which will be a pioneer of economic growth because decent work can push our economic growth. That's all I have to say about conclusion. Now we move to references. I use 7 references, such as four from journal or article, and 3 from website that are that included in my slide. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, everyone.